All right, what's up, guys? Today I have an amazing video for you. Today I'm going to be breaking down these campaigns that I have right here and what I've been able to do for this current client that I have. Essentially, this client, they have a $7,000 offer that they're promoting with their ads. They were recently working with another ad manager or media buyer before coming and working with me. And as you can see, this is the campaign that the other media buyer was running for them for a while, and their cost per lead was $67. And they're running ads across multiple different platforms, so their cost per lead is averaging anywhere from this $70 range all the way up to $150. And essentially, I was able to come in with my campaign, which is this one right here on top, and was able to essentially cut their lead cost in half and get double the amount of leads, better quality leads at a way cheaper price, spending almost the same amount of money. And my campaign only has launched a week ago and is already yielding and producing way better results than the previous campaign that you can see running here. Literally, their cost is double mine's, and I'm able to get these leads for them for $30.47. And I'm pretty confident that I can lower this even more and probably even get it to $20 per lead and make way more better use of their current ad spend right now. So with that being said, I'm going to, in this video mainly is going to be talking like high concept, and I have something that I want to give away to you guys that I'll show you throughout the middle part of this video. But mainly I want to be talking about a high concept essentially on what made this possible, what got me to this point to be able to do this type of stuff for my clients, and so forth. So one of the most important things when it comes to running lead generation ads and in ads in general, especially now in 2025 and as of recently over the past few years, as a lot of targeting and stuff like that becomes a lot more automated, as AI becomes more involved into the space with ads, it's important for you to be able to evolve with your advertising and know that the number one most important thing in advertising, doesn't matter what platform that you're on, if it's Meta, TikTok, X, or whatever, the most important thing is always going to be your creatives and your ability to be a mad scientist when you're testing out new things inside of your campaign. The difference that makes the difference between someone that has a very successful campaign and a mediocre campaign is someone that is willing to test out a lot of different things and figure out what's going to work best until they get that perfect iteration that produces them the results that they're looking for. And that's essentially all that I did here with this campaign. Was I was just being a mad scientist with my creatives. And this is also something that you need to apply across. Doesn't matter what type of campaign that you're running. I apply this across all of my different campaigns. You need to be a mad scientist and test out many different things when it comes to your creatives. So again, like I said, this campaign, I scaled it from only $50 a day. This started on Valentine's Day on the 14th of this month. And in between that time, I've scaled this campaign from just $50 a day to now it's running to doing about, let me select this one. We're spending now $400 daily on this campaign, and we're still getting a good $30.47 cost per lead. And like I said, I'm pretty confident that I can get this down to even $20 as I continue to test and run more iterations. There will be better ads that I can make and more stuff like that I can bring down this $30.47 cost per lead. Now, again, and I'm going to kind of go into like what I'm doing and also show you guys like how you can start using this concept that I'm about to start talking about to use it within your ads, and also so that you can have better results overall for your campaigns. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the actual ads themselves. Now, I can't show you what the ads look like. I'm not going to like blow up my client's spot like that and give away the sauce like that. But essentially, the most important thing that I want you guys to look at is the naming convention and kind of how many different ads that there are here. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different variations of ads, and we're testing out different things with these naming conventions. And luckily for you guys, I've created a PDF or a document that you guys can get for completely free in the description, down below in the description of this video, that will show you guys my naming convention and how I go about doing creative tests so that I can get better cost per leads and better so I can get better cost per leads, a better cost per lead and cheaper leads overall that are still good quality by testing out and doing these different creative iteration tests for my B2B and B2C lead generation campaigns. So go ahead and get that down below in the description and definitely take that into account for when you start your next campaign so that you can start getting results like this. So with that being said, as you can see, there's different creatives that I have running here. With different variations of things that you can test out is obviously like copy, hooks, headlines on your images or headlines on your video ads, headlines, call to actions, all of these different things, and kind of swap them out and go about it that way. This will kind of go more into detail inside of the document that you can get down below in the description on like how to like organize this a little bit better. But this is essentially all that I did, and this is the difference between me and the other ad manager, is that they didn't have a lot of different creative variations. So because they're so limited in what it is that they were running with their ads, they weren't able to have or see the different results that they can get to this point. Now, as you can see, there's some ads here that are turned off. Essentially, like I have a threshold, like once if an ad is not performing or Facebook is choosing not to give spin to that specific ad, I'll just go ahead and turn it off. Or if it does give spin to it, but the cost per lead is way too high or not in the range that I wanted to, then I'll just go ahead and turn it off here. And that's what you can see happened here. $59 is like way too high and not what I'm looking for. Even though it did produce 3 leads, that's still, I want a cheaper overall cost per lead. So I went ahead and just turned that one off. And that still brought the average down to, keeping this ad on had the average up at about $40 cost per lead. By turning this off, it brought it down to this $30. So turn that off. And then as time goes on, if this one doesn't get any better, this one might be the next one that also gets turned off, because it's a $46 cost per lead, which is not bad. But at the same time, like I said, I want to continue to lower this cost and keep the ones that are running best. And obviously the best performers is this one here, 3A.1 and 4A.1, coming in with a $17 cost per lead, and then 4B1 coming in with a $24.30 cost per lead overall. And as time goes on, I'll continue to drop in even more creatives and continue to test out different things to lower overall. But obviously, these ones here are our top winners. These 3 are our top winners. This one may get cut off over the next few days. We'll see how it continue to performs. And for this one, I didn't want to cut it off yet because it just didn't give that much impressions. But once it gets at least 500 impressions, and if it doesn't yield or produce anything, then I'm just going to go ahead and turn this one off overall. But essentially, the main thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is you need to be a mad scientist when it comes to running your ads. Like I said, when you are setting up these campaigns, targeting, all of that stuff, that's easy. Like a lot of that is automated. A lot of that stuff you don't really have to think about. What you really have to think about, and where the difference between your campaign being successful and it not being successful, is your ability to not be lazy when it comes to testing out different things on the creative side of your campaign. The more willing that you are to be creative and not lazy when it comes to testing out these different things, it will allow you to yield results like this and get better outcomes overall. And then from there, just to kind of like let you see, like when your creatives are performing well, these are the benefits that you'll get from that. So in comparison, and also with this other campaign, like I'm using the same audiences that the other media buyer used essentially, but yet I'm getting a way better cost per lead from my ads as opposed to what his ads were running. his ads were double the cost of mine's, and yet I'm still able to produce way better results. And look, so when we go ahead and break this down, when you have good creatives, these are the benefits and the results that you have of having good creatives and really focusing on that. You get a cheaper cost per impression, meaning that your ad is going to be shown to more people on a frequent basis. And if more people are seeing your ad, the more likelihood that they're going to go ahead and submit their information for whatever your offer or whatever it is that you're trying to promote. So I have a cheaper cost per impression, or CPM. My click-through rate is, and this is just simply, the click-through rate is a little bit lower just simply because I'm testing more stuff than he is, so the average is going to be a little bit lower. But even with me testing as many creatives as I have, and with him having less, my click-through rate and anything over 1% is good. That lets you know that you're doing good. But 1.34 is definitely not bad. It can definitely still improve, but 1.34 a 1.34 click-through rate is pretty solid. And then obviously the most important part is like how much you're spending and then what's the cost per lead with that. And like we already mentioned, the cost per lead is already better than the other person. So high concept, the most important thing, make sure that you're a mad scientist with your creatives if you want to get a better cost per lead. If you want to get a better breakdown of this will be in the document that I keep mentioning. That's in the description. So go ahead and download that, and so that you can get the naming convention and figure out how to structure your ads in a way to test out different variations and stuff like that, so that you can also start getting results like this overall. So with that being said, that's the conclusion to this video. If you guys have any more questions or anything like that that just didn't make sense, go ahead and ask them down below in this description. If you guys would, or in the comments, if you guys would like to work with me, there's also going to be a link to my Calendly so that you can work with me one-on-one. If that's something of interest to you and you need help with lead generation and your meta ads overall. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also join the free Facebook group that's down below. Eventually we will go to school, but for now, just join the free Facebook group down below and get that information as I build that out. So again, my name is Ty Smith. I look forward to speaking with you guys next time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.